CC Limited forfeited 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each, 8 called up for non-payment of allotment money of 3 per share and first call of 3 per share. Out of these, 2,000 shares were reissued for 7 per share as 8 paid up. Okay, so the total called up value of this share is only 8. First call was 3 rupees worth and allotment was 3 rupees worth. Therefore, the paid up value of application must have been 2 rupees. Right. So let us start with the forfeiture. Forfeiture share capital debit first, and the question doesn't have securities premium. Therefore, only 3 ledgers in this journal entry. Okay. First ledger share capital debit. 10,000 shares I'm forfeiting. Again, how many only called up? 8 rupees. So you should always take called up value 80,000. Right. Then calls in arrears. How much is calls in arrears? 3 plus 3, 6 rupees calls in arrears. Therefore, 10,000 into 6, I'm supposed to reverse 60,000. Share forfeiture is always the balancing figure, 20,000 rupees. Right. What is the reissue position? Reissue, the company is issuing only 2,000 shares for 7 per share and 8 paid up. So, whenever you have any word paid up, that is the reissue status of the share, and with that you will credit the share capital. And whenever you have for or at, then you have reissue price, then that will be bank account debit. Some questions will have even reissue status value with the prefix of for, but they will be attached with the word paid up. So whenever you see two values will be given, whichever value has paid up next to it, it is to be credited against share capital, and the other value will be taken to bank account debit. Therefore, in this case, I have to give a credit of 2,000 into 8 rupees. So this is 2,000 into 8, 16,000, and this will be 2,000 into 1. I am giving 1 rupee discount. I am telling these shares are worth rupees 8 paid up, but you just pay me only 7 rupees. Therefore, I have given the second shareholder 1 rupee discount. 2,000 is the discount amount. Therefore, the company would have received 14,000 rupees, 2,000 into 7. So in total, this is the second journal entry. Now we have to compute the final amount of how much has been transferred to capital reserve. Since this question is a partial forfeiture, partial reissue question, this is a partial reissue question, we have to prepare a working note. Okay, how much is to be transferred to capital reserve? First thing you have to write is total money forfeited, how much has been forfeited, and which is always the money that is credited to share forfeiture account, which is 20,000 in this case. Second, you have to write total shares forfeited, how many shares were forfeited, total number of shares forfeited, that is 10,000. Okay, I have these two basic values. Then have a separate table called reissued portion and non-reissued portion. First, write the number of shares in reissued segment and non-reissued segment. Out of 10,000, only 2,000 have been reissued, therefore 8,000 is non-reissued. Here you have to compute something called the proportionate maximum permissible discount. Proportionate maximum permissible discount, what is the formula for that value? Total money forfeited, okay, just write it down. Total money forfeited multiplied by number of shares reissued divided by number of shares forfeited. So this is the value for proportionate MPD. Nothing, the logic is I have forfeited 20,000 rupees against 10,000 shares. That means tomorrow when I am reissuing, let's say I am reissuing 10,000 at one shot, how much discount I can maximum give? I can give maximum permissible discount of 20,000. So the logic is if the discount amount is 20,000 for 10,000 shares, then what it is for 2,000 shares? The answer is 4,000 rupees. So for this quota of 2,000, I can maximum give a discount of how much? Only 4,000. Therefore, it will be applicable how much for 8,000? 16,000 rupees proportionate MPD. Okay, now the second value is actual discount given. Actual discount given is how much? 1 rupee I have given discount, therefore here the value is 2000. For non-reissued it is always 0. Now what is the balance? The balance is 4000 minus 2000, 16,000 minus 0, 16,000. This 2000 I will transfer to capital reserve. This 16,000 it will remain in share for feature account itself. The answer is 2000. This is the final answer. Working note number 1. I hope the solution is clear. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.